Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here, and thank you to the Government Blockchain Association. It's an honor. And I'd like to take you through a little bit what WallCore is doing. WallCore means the wall around the core of the data. We are a blockchain company, but blockchain is one component of a large system, a piece of infrastructure. So I am the president of WallCore Corporation, a trust-first secure data integrity platform. What we're really moving is from data centricity, from the data perimeter to data centricity. And that is what WallCore's whole mission is to secure the underlying data down to the bit level and give us that secure data. We believe that is where the world is really going, especially with agentics and the future of secure data. So just to give you a little visual before we jump into the use cases, we call this the onion slide. To technology gurus, it is obviously a meaningful slide. On the left-hand side, you see the onion of how we secure data today. We take data, we wrap it with a database, SAN encryption, backup, changelog, replication, and so forth. That data security stack no longer works. Each line of that onion is a vector of attack, its surface area, and we know that our adversaries sit in our network. So on the right is what we have done, and we've built, I'll call it the database engine, and we've taken it security sort of 4 steps forward. And what we've done is we've built unique quantum-resistant keys, currently AES 256, but as it evolves in PQC, we can drop in any algorithm. At the data element, record, or object store. What's very important is that those keys are not stored, they're derived. A lot of many you think of right now is, wow, unlimited encryption. What is the performance degradation? And there is a slight one, about 5 to 10 milliseconds on a 100 millisecond database speed. Then we utilize the blockchain, what I call the best of the blockchain. As we know, a lot of technologies have followed on the blockchain because of the depth of the block. To put unlimited data on the block with that speed and scalability is what we had to prove. And so we did that with detectable, provable immutability, chain of custody, what we all know, those fingerprints that we want on each piece of data. So that is what WallCore is all about. As we know, the next 10 years is really going to shape the convergence. And the convergence is not just agentic AI. It is, what Larry Fink will say is that every asset is going to be tokenized on the blockchain. I came from private credit, and no industry probably needs it more than other than Department of War as private credit with the unlimited data. Edge computing is a problem too. We need that provable immutability on the edge, especially in disconnected environments. And as quantum evolves, and if we have, a true quantum solution, we need that convergence of quantum and blockchain. The problem, I don't have to tell many of you guys, but it is secure data sharing. And that's what we really need, even in the Ukraine. We need to be able to share data securely and efficiently down to what I say, that data element. I think in Excel, that's my database. There's no reason that we can't share data administratively down to that data element. And so we are a software root of trust. We just saw some very impressive people that are more hardware appliances. We are truly fully software. And the solution, as you know, a lot of people have driven some great use cases. Anywhere where critical data, sensitive data exist, we believe the blockchain is a critical component of that infrastructure. Tokenization, as we've spoken about, as well as just really, any area that needs critical or sensitive data to be safe. So jumping into some use cases, we've seen the Golden Dome. It's also very exciting. A lot of money is going to be spent, but we believe, and I have a fair amount of very senior advisors from the NSA, CIA. The most critical piece of the Golden Dome is going to be secure data, and that secure data is going to be coming from space, land, air, and sea. General Gertland from Space Force said the Achilles heel of space is data integrity. Something to start to think about what data integrity means in a world where AI poisoning is going to be more important than really our network security. Now, think about UAVs and drones. Drones, of course, have instructions. They have logs. You remember the onion slide. It's the logs you trust. What you put in is what comes out, and we can prove it. And that is really what we need as we're going to start to see agentics and, swarms of agentics, start targeting our drones and data. And so this is where WallCore really shines. The intensity of sensor data is also growing. I don't, again, have to tell you guys how massive this is. This is where we have started to really, work with the Army. We have a Cyber 2 Direct. It's a pretty large technology and platform that has never been done before. And that is what we believe is showcasing really C5 ISR from the platoon down to the division. And that data doesn't just flow naturally, it flows through computer vision, it flows through semantic knowledge graphs, it flows down to the warfighter who's using a natural query language. Very critical with all these different data silos to make sure that data integrity is truly secure and can be proven. A little bit more in the sensor to shooter, and down from ingest to consumption, and any which way as we see AI being part of that flow. Of course, telemetry data and what we have been ingesting from petabytes of data is all about authoritative data, truly authoritative, not exception, authoritative that you can prove. And so why blockchain now? You guys don't have to tell me why, but of course, recently we've seen Wall Street just escalating. It's where we are moving very quickly to with exchanges on the Genius Act and the Clarity Act. Again, private credit being a very large area that's going to have a ton of data that's going to need a security stack that can actually scale. So thank you guys for your time. Persistent data integrity. If there's any POCs that you are interested in doing with us, we are available. That's my email and cell phone. Feel free to reach out. And thank you for your time. And again, it's an honor to be here.
I prioritize the GBA conferences because it's where real builders show up.
Technology is advancing at a rapid rate.
It's important that we're talking about blockchain right now because it isn't just a financial system, it's so much more.
In my mind, it's going to be the reason why we will remain the dominant superpower in the world.